we were on. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And today we're talking about be the hero of your own story. So let me clarify what the title of this video means, being the hero of your own story. So when you're watching a movie, for example, most movies have pretty much the exact same plot. Such as, you have the hero, you meet the hero, you get the backstory of the hero. Then that hero goes through challenges, he goes through obstacles and situations that he needs to overcome to build himself or herself into the person they are supposed to be. So he goes through these challenges and they go through all these obstacles that go through all this adversity, and at the end of the story, you're wondering, are they finally gonna push through, and they gonna finally push through all this adversity, and from the other side of that adversity, become the person they're made to become, and finally learn that life lesson. And I like taking that approach, movie approaches like that, into my own life personally. So we're human beings, and we live on this earth. We've lived on this earth for hundreds and thousands of years, and it's not difficult to say that, life's hard sometimes. Life's not always fun. Life's challenging. There's a lot of obstacles, a lot of adversity sometimes, and especially in our own upbringing, all the challenge we, some of us come through get great homes, some of us not so much. Some of us come through really challenging, really dark family upbringings. Really hard. Some of us come through great upbringings. But if you look at the contrast between two people, someone who comes from a really challenging upbringing, someone comes from a very easy one, we get a big contrast in personalities and a different perspective of life from both people, from both sides of the spectrum. So we can but when we come from difficult family homes, we come from different challenges, different backgrounds, we have the choice, and especially as adults and we get older, we become independent, we get to choose what we want to do with our lives, what we want to do with the challenges and obstacles that were presented in front of us. I mean, when we're born, we don't get to choose our families. We don't get to choose our upbringing. This is the cards that we were dealt. And as adults, you need to be able to choose. Are you gonna let these problems, are you gonna let these situations, you're gonna let your upbringing, you let your parents, mom, dad, whoever, hold you down? Even though as an adult, nobody can really hold you down to begin with anymore. As an adult, it's your time to take responsibility for yourself and to be accountable and take ownership for your own life, and you decide on the path that you want to go. The ultimate form of power, of personal power, is not your ability to control other people. It is your ability to control the path that your life goes into. So you need to choose what you want to do. You want to be the hero of your story and overcome all the challenges and overcome all the obstacles that you need to face, or are you going to let those challenges and let those obstacles define you and dictate the path that you're going to take? We decide. We look around and we watch TV, we watch media, we watch shows, we read books, we listen to all these stories of all these characters and all these character development plots, and we decide from that if we want those stories and those characters to inspire us. So we get to decide. Before I was shooting this video, I was continuing watching Avengers Endgame. I was just continuing watching that. And I'm about midway through, and it's at the point where At the point in the movie where they just went back in time to get the Infinity Stones from Thanos, and they spent 5 years at 50% of a population were just snapped out of existence from Thanos snapping his fingers on that gauntlet, and they could have decided to just sit and fold and not do anything. But you know what? Ant-Man stepped up. Ant-Man had an idea. Ant-Man took initiative and inspired the rest of the Avengers, inspired the rest of the team. Hey, let's go back into the quantum realm. Let's develop time travel, and we have a very small chance to get the stones and bring everybody back that we lost. So let's do it. So you watch this path of the Avengers basically losing what they lost in Infinity War, and then them in Endgame, them deciding to, well, are we going to sit here and cry and fold? Or are we going to take action and actually do something? And at the end of the movie, hopefully you've seen the movie by now, you've seen it, and they overcome. They persevere. They push through. The Avengers become the hero of their own story. And you can relate that exactly to your own life as well. What other challenges you overcome, whether it's addiction, abuse, whether it's insecurities of following your own path, your own challenges. Like I had all that. For me, I had a lot of insecurities. I had a lot of social anxiety because I always felt like a very quiet, introverted person. And a lot of avenues that I took in my life, I failed because I didn't feel like I belonged there. I didn't feel like I was worthy enough of being there. So you sit around, feel sorry, feel bad for yourself because I'm a big, I'm a very big advocate of fathers and positive male role models. I'm not a father myself yet, but I'm a big advocate of pushing for fatherhood, for positive fatherhood, and for fathers working to improve themselves to be fathers for their kids, and the importance and the power and the positive influence that fathers have on their kids. And I'm a big advocate and a big promoter of that. Even though, like I said, I don't have kids myself, but I work with children. On Work with children Monday to Fridays on my full-time job, so I see that. I see how parents interact with their kids, and for me personally, that was a big challenge to overcome. That was something. The work that I do Monday to Fridays, my full-time job, is something that pushes me to be better, pushes me to be the person that I want to be, and be the person that, like, my father growing up wasn't capable of being. He wasn't the guy. That wasn't a skill set. He wasn't built and made to be a father. Did that affect me as a kid? Goddamn right it did. So, having that in the back of my head and raised without a proper father figure pushed me and pushed me into a line of work where I wanted to be a positive male role model for younger people. Where it created that emotional connection to that job, and it gave me a mission and gave me purpose. Where I could just, when I was young, I could have just sat around and felt sorry for myself, but my dad's not here, I have no purpose, I have no guide, I have no drive in life, I have no vision of what I want my life to be, and like, alright, just start doing different things, and one thing led to another, and leads to another, and leads to another, and I just got off my ass, and I started working, and just started doing things, and tired of like, you know what, screw this, I'm not going to feel sorry for myself, I'm not going to sit and feel bad that these things happened to me when I was young. How when I was young I despised Father's Day because I would always watch all my friends spend Father's Day with their fathers, and I hated it because Father's Day was always a very bitter, very lonely day for me, which I always kind of pushed away. So was I going to allow that to dictate my future? No, I decided to get to work and do something about it. Yeah, eventually want to be a father myself. So do what I need to do to learn, to improve myself, to eventually bring a great woman into my life, build a relationship, start a life further, and eventually become what I want to be and become the hero of my own journey. And that's for you guys to decide. That's not for me to decide. This is my own journey. I just gave you an example of mine. You decide what your journey is. You decide what you want to do, how you want to look your life and look back on it and be like, damn, I overcame everything. I overcame all the obstacles, all the challenges, and no matter how hard or how difficult or how unnerving it was, I grinded it out. I stepped up. I pushed through. I powered through as hard as I freaking can, and I got to the other side. And if one avenue doesn't work, you know what? I'm just gonna try another avenue. I'm gonna adapt to the situation. But kind of sitting on your couch, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling bad what life has given you, you could choose to do that. You're gonna look back on your life and like, well, was I the hero of my own story? Or did I let Thanos snap his fingers and destroy my life? And I sat back and didn't do anything about it to correct that, to course correct that. It's for you guys to decide. Whatever it is, whatever challenges you face, and whatever challenges you need to overcome. Decide what path to take, what action to take. It doesn't need to be a big action either. Little steps, little incremental steps every single day, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you guys will move forward. And before you know it, if you make that a pattern, pushing yourself forward to be better and to improve every single day, within like a couple year span, you'll look back and be like, wow, look what I did. Look at all that. That was incredible. Look how far. Look how much I've improved. Look how much I've gotten. Look what I have achieved. I don't even recognize the person that I was a few years ago. I don't even recognize that. It starts with little things. Eating better. Getting better sleep. Getting to the gym and working out. Reading. Learning something new. Going out of your comfort zone. Looking at things, oh, I want to try that. Oh, but that makes me a little uncomfortable. Screw that. If you know deep down that you want to do it, even though it makes you uncomfortable, do it anyway. It's much better to be rejected from a situation than to feel regret from not taking action on a situation. If you take action on a situation that you want to take and it fails, okay, at least you took that step. At least you pushed yourself forward. Take a step back and then try something new. And eventually, who knows, you'll be the hero of your own story. And on that note, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, you can like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And I will see you all in